Hey, Santiago. It doesn't matter if we're black or white. Hey, don't get camera shy on me. Come on, when you're young, black, educated female, come on, 4 stripes, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. What's going on, Jasmine? It's your girl, Jassy Archer 30, your host, Angela, and I'm coming to you with another video because I know it's been quite some time since we, had a video interaction. So I figured, I'll come along and go ahead and do a quick little tag. My girl, plain as Jane, e.michelle Beauty, did a tag not too long ago called the customer service tag, and yeah, I said I was going to do it, but I kept pushing out. I'm trying to get everything going for this Halloween special for you that I got going on. So we're going to get to that, but I'll go ahead and do this tag real quick. So let's go ahead and go with the first part, shall we? I finally get around to filming, and it wants to rain. No barking. No barking. Rain down on me. Yeah, I know. SWV right there. No barking over there. So, I figured, I'll go ahead and do a little filming today, even though it sounds like it's about to be a thunderstorm tonight. So, we're going to see how this is going to work out. So, as far as you can know, you can click on the end card or their profile here and there. You can check out their video because, they started this out. And I was kind of like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So, let's go ahead and get started off. Have you ever called 911 when you were at work? Yeah, but it was really a emergency. So, it was not one of those type of things. Guy was like, so a lot of sickness, was outside in the Florida summer heat. Oh my gosh, it was like 300 degrees out there, and he's changing the tire while all the women stayed in the car. I don't get that. Women, you can help the man out too. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll be very appreciative of that. But yeah, he was about to have a heat stroke and everything. He still came to his appointment, and he's in the exam chair, and the doc is like poking at him like, hello? Hi. So, yeah, I had to call 911 on that one. Number 2. All right, so question number 2. Have you ever been, I can't read without my glasses or contacts on, y'all. I have none of that on. But anyway, this light is bright, and I didn't want the glare from my glasses getting it, so. Have you ever seen or been in an altercation at work? Woo! Okay. Which incident should I pick? I'm only going to pick one. I have seen an altercation happen at work before. Pretty much, altercation was that there was a married man that was working on the campus, and he was messing with one of the female drivers. And the female driver, she left one of her earrings in his ear. She left one of her earrings in his car. The wife found it. The wife showed up to the job with all 3 little girls and said, all right, okay, everybody, go ahead, kiss daddy goodbye. Daddy don't love us no more, whatever the case may be. And he was like, what are you talking about? She was like, no, since you want to be dealing with other women, you can have the other women. I'll take the house, I'll take the kids, and I'll take your paycheck every month. So, going from there, he was looking like, oh, there's nobody else, da-da-da-da. She's like, well, who earring is this? And the girl actually was stupid enough. She was dumb. She was very, very dumb. She goes sit here and tell me, well, that was my earring. And so she was like, okay, so you the hussy that. She's like, who you calling the hussy? She could have easily avoided the whole situation by not opening her mouth to claim that was her earring. So, yeah. Wife and the girlfriend went at it. And he just stood there. And so, the girlfriend was like, why you didn't stop her from beating on me? And he was looking like, why did you open your mouth? Like, she didn't have no clue who it was out of everybody that worked here. And you opened your mouth. So, you had that coming. Last thing you was written up for. Oh, wow. My previous job, I got written up because, well, you know what? Let me get the backstory. Something that irritates the dog crap out of me is that if you start a job and they say that they're going to do something, but they don't do it, like, oh, yeah, don't worry, we're going to train you on how to do this, how to do that, and how to do that. And then weeks, months go by, you get none of the training, And then here it is, they say, hey, I need you to do this. And you're like, no one trained me. I kept asking you about it. No one did anything. You said, don't worry about it. You know, we're not going to do it. So basically, the job give you empty promises. And so with that empty promise, I had empty results. And I got written up because the doctor owned the practice, who was also my trainer, who said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Don't worry, I'll do it. You don't have to worry about it. I'm not training you to do that. Here it is. He comes to me and say, how come I don't know it? Because you didn't teach me. And so you said you're not going to train me on it. You basically promised me a training session. You did not. And so now here we are. Me not knowing how to do this, and you say you'll do it. So I got written up because I wasn't aggressive enough. If I kept bugging you and bugging you and bugging, and that's the reason why he said, don't worry about it, I'm not going to train you, because we had a conversation. That conversation, multiple people were standing there. I said, you promised me that you was going to train me. You did not train me. I want this training. I want to learn how to do this. I want to observe and learn. And he said, don't worry about it. I don't got time to train you to do this. How do you react to someone stealing? What are they stealing? Okay, you know what? I ain't gonna say that because some people from my job might be watching this. Look, in my undergrad years and my high school years, when I work in these jobs that it didn't matter, and I'm gonna say it didn't matter. It was like, shoot, if you're gonna steal some food, like when I was working at a pizza joint in high school, this dude gonna come up and like, you know, that worked there, and he came in and started making like a whole bunch of pizzas, talking about he taking it home. I was sitting there looking like, manager's standing there. The manager didn't do nothing. So I was like, well, shoot. I ain't the one responsible for everything. I turned and looked the other way. So the manager going to get on my case talking about why I didn't stop him. I'm sorry, you were standing right there. And not only that, you're the manager. Shouldn't you be the one stopping him? But you let him walk in, make that food, and walk out? Anyway. Lead by example, buddy. Question number 5. Worst experience with a customer. Woo! Okay. I'll let this one come out here. I'll tell this story. Now, my worst experience with a customer, I was training with my first job coming out of graduate school. And I've been here like a year now, I guess. And I'm sitting here talking to the patient and everything else. And you know what she gonna tell me? She was like, how do you get so smart? I went to school. And she was like, yeah, but they allow y'all to go to school and get that smart? I tried to act like I didn't. Look. If you did not catch that, let me reframe that back. How did you get so smart? Because I went to school. They allow you to go to school and get that smart? I want you to close your eyes and picture what kind of person, description and all, what kind of person you think would have said this to me. I'm just saying. You let me know. But anyway, so I'm kind of looking at her like, okay, I know she did not just pull this card out on. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to give her benefit of doubt that, she's old. She's just saying some things. And, older people, they feel like they can just say whatever they want to say and be done. Okay, whatever. So I was like, yes, I went to school and became educated so I can perform my job duties. So everyone's sitting there looking like there's another person in the room, by the way. And see what happens when you're sitting on the floor with the babies and it's raining with thunder? There's no way. There's no way. But anyway, the show must go on. So I'm sitting here just looking like, lady, I know we're not going to have this type of conversation right now. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even know why I kept feeding it. But apparently I kept feeding it. Y'all is not going to let me film today. Y'all not going to let me film. All right, I got you, baby. I got you, mama. I got you. All right. So, I'm sitting here looking like, you know what? We're not going to go play the race car, y'all. We're not going to go play the race car. And y'all can imagine what the conversation kept going after that. We're not even going to go there. Petunia, baby, baby, baby. Petunia, baby. You can only go so far in my lap now. All right. Next up. Okay. Number 6, an odd experience with a boss or supervisor. Okay. So, undergraduate, and I had this boss that came in and basically was just trying to revamp everything. Now, the client said they like how I operated, so they wanted to keep me on board, but, get rid of the rest of the team because they like how I operated. I knew a lot of things. Basically, the whole team kept changing out all the time. I was the main denominator the team kept getting changed out a lot, and I was the only person that was there all the time. So they were familiar with me. They knew how I worked and everything. So they were like, yeah, we want to keep her, but everybody else got to go. We want new faces. We want a we want a consistent team. So the new boss, he was like, he didn't like me very much. He even hired his daughter one time. His daughter, she called out a lot. She was always late whenever she showed up. It was like she made a big fuss that she couldn't work weekends and that what shift she could work, blah, 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 blah. And so, it's always a back and forth kind of thing. And so I was like, ugh. So I always made my school schedule first, then I made my work schedule because school was more important. Well, it got to the point where I was about to get ready to graduate, and boss man was looking like, well, you need to make a decision. What's more important to you, school or work? I laughed in that man's face. I'm saying serious. I laughed in his face. I'm about to graduate with my bachelor's. You think me worried about this little $10 an hour job when I know when I graduate I'll be making more than that? Like, bruh. Think about it. So, my lips are so dry. But, yeah, I was like, no, my school's more important. So he was like, well, then I can no longer need your services. So I was like, okay, I'll collect unemployment because you let me go. So whatever, right? So I'm up here waiting on my last paycheck. And he was like, well, until you turn in your uniform, you're not getting your last paycheck. First of all, one, you cannot hold up somebody's paycheck. No, if they worked it, that's theirs. There's nothing you can do about that. But, I was like, I'll play this game, whatever, right? But I had it where I worded the document, sounded like it was all legalities and everything else in there, saying that I returned this, and this upon this day in this condition, blah, 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 so he can't come back to with some bull later. Because when you when you work with somebody that's petty, they always look for something, you know what I mean? So I got tired of it, and I was like, all right. Showed up to the office, got this and all that, blah, blah, blah. He hands me my check, and as he's literally handing my check, I'm ready to go ahead and go and walk out the door, say, adios, peace, bye, whatever, don't say nothing. He holds onto my check, like literally in his hand. He holds onto my check, and I'm like, you're going to let go? I mean, I was like, you're going to let go so I can go? And he was like, I really don't like you. Now, let me hit pause right there real quick. Now, I'm only going to say hit pause right here real quick because let me just explain something. A lot of people who feel like racism don't exist or they want to turn a blind eye because it doesn't affect them. This is what we mean by is there, but you don't see it or you choose not to see it, okay? This man holding my last paycheck in his hand, and I'm holding it ready to go about my business because I'm ready to graduate and move on with the rest of my life. You know what I mean, man? He sat there and he basically flat out told me, I don't like you because I be damn a ninja. Yes, I'm saying ninja just to, I be damned a ninja is doing better than what my daughter do. So, knock it off. I'm filming. Thanks. So, we can already tell what we're dealing with, right? All right. So, like I said, she called out, and she was always late whenever she did come in. And it was always something with her, and she has 3 children from 3 different men. Y'all knock it off. You put 2 and 2 together with that. Last time I checked, 2 and 2 is 4. All right, so he sat there and said, I be damn, a ninja is doing better than my daughter is. Instead of coming unglued and chew him out a new one, I gladly took my paycheck and I was like, well, maybe, just maybe, if you take that hatred that you have towards us, maybe you would have did a better job in raising your own. And I walked out the door. So, unfortunately, since it was just he and I in that office space at that time when that conversation took place, that was his word against mine. Now, if you saying racism don't exist in this country, and if you sit here want to pretend to act like it does not still exist, a time a customer left you speechless. Oh my gosh. A time a customer left me speechless, man, there's so many moments in my life that from high school up to now that people have left me speechless. But a time, let's see here, let me just pick one. I was a student at the time doing my rotations, and I'm at this emergency department where I'm thinking I'm going to get all the emergency care. I learned, learning all this and that, and I don't, because it's more of a psych ward. All right, so, it's more of a psych ward, so I'm kind of sitting here like, okay, whatever. So this guy comes in, he got a gash, he got a gash, blood coming down his face and everything. And so, provider came and gave me the chart and said, all right, go work the patient up and everything. I go work the patient up. The guy looked at me, he said, I can answer your questions, but I don't want you to touch me. And I was like, okay, well, if you want me to clean that blood up and get you closed up and all and see about your way, someone's going to have to touch you. And he was looking like, well, I don't want a monkey touching me. I want a white doctor. Now, mind y'all, I was sitting here looking like I got my lab coat on, I got my professional 2-piece on and everything. I'm sitting here looking like, I literally was so speechless because I had to catch myself, because I got my mask on, right? Y'all know if y'all professional, come on, you got to have that mask on. And you know how to talk, when to talk, and how to do and all that. I swear I looked around like my people. My people, you know exactly what that means when you doing. If you don't know, let me go ahead and give you a quick translation real quick. No, but seriously, y'all, I was taken back because I really had to hold myself because Lord knows. Okay, then I messed this up some, y'all. Let's go ahead and fix that up. So y'all trying to be professional, especially you gotta have your mask on. Y'all know what I mean. Come on, when you're young, black, educated female, come on, 4 stripes. You know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. All right, last one. Last excuse you use when you were running late. I-10 was backed up. I stopped to get breakfast downstairs. I got a consult call and I was trying to take care of that real quick. There was an impatient parent that saw me in the hallway and she wanted to talk. Gave her words of comfort. All right, y'all. That's all I got for this customer service story time tag. Don't forget to check out my girls, Plain as Jane and e.michelle Beauty, and see what they say about their customer service story time. So, Don't forget the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And hit that like button. Let me know what you think about this. Because I actually like doing these tags. It's just, yeah. We ain't gonna go down some things, but anyway. So, catch you on the flip side. Peace. Because it's raining out and thunder. Really? These are my children, y'all. These are my kids. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird doesn't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring don't shine, Mama's gonna buy you a lullaby. It's okay, Mom. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I got you. I got you, Mama. I got you. It's all right. I got you. Mama's got you. Come here, Angel. Come here. You get love too. All right. Move, Angel. Wow.